Hi, I'm Debbie. Today I'm going to show you how to make this simple, stylish pendant using glass lined paper and glass. So we're going to take our white glass to begin with, and we're going to cut a square from this glass. So we'll hold the ruler on there. Nice score line down there. We'll put another score line through here so that we have a rough square. And there's our nice square. So we'll take away those two pieces, and we're going to do the same with our clear glass capping. Just again, you can use approximate. One good way to measure it, to make sure it's about the same, is just to hold your other piece of glass beside it. Nice score line there. Again, we'll just hold it up there so we get a rough idea of the measurement. Nice score lines on that piece of glass. And we'll take away our scrap pieces that we can then use for something else. So we've now got our two pieces of glass here, which are going to sit one on top of the other with our piece of glass lined paper in the middle. You'll see that this glass lined paper has already had some pieces cut out with another craft punch. The trick with craft punches is to always use them with the bottom side up so that you can see what's going on. So we slip our piece of paper in. We're just going to cut out of this corner here. We've got some nice crinkly glass lined paper here. So we're just going to go for this corner here. Now, as you can see, we can use that so that we can see exactly where the edges are, so we're not cutting off any more than we should. We'll take that bit there, just hold it down on the table and click it, and then we have a heart. So we pop a heart right in the middle of our piece there. And we pop our clear capping on the top. We'll take our kiln base now, pop our fusing paper on top of it, and carefully place our piece ready to be fired on the top. Just checking to see that we have still got that positioning correct. Now we're ready to take it across to the microwave and start fusing it. So we've brought our finished piece across now to the microwave. I'm going to pop it in very carefully. This is where you need stable, steady hands. Pop that right in the middle of our glass platter there, and now we pop the lid on very carefully. Now we're just going to put this on for 2 minutes on high. So our 2 minutes is up now. We just check there, we don't yet have a glow happening with the kiln. We very carefully with two hands lift it up and just have a peek. Okay, let's check it again. Alright, it's starting to get a bit of a glow in the middle, which is great. Another minute and we should be done this time. You can See a little bit of a glow happening now. Oh, that looks perfect. We'll just take it out so you can have a slightly better look. Remember always to get a good grip and take it out as one piece. I'm just going to lift it up so you can have a quick wee look here. And then we'll pop it there to cool down for about half an hour. We'll also leave the door of the microwave open. So welcome back. We've now waited just over an hour for our piece here to cool down, and we're going to take the lid off and have a little look and see what we have created. Just always remember, even if your kiln is cold, make sure that you lift your lid so that the top piece goes onto the onto your working surface, not the underside of it. And this is what we have created. That looks lovely. I'm very pleased with that little heart. We can see there that our paint has stayed around the edges, but it has gone quite dark in the middle, which tells me that we have perhaps overcooked it a little bit, but it's actually, all in all, it's quite a nice piece. It looks rather pretty with having the little bubbles around the edges. So I'm really pleased with that. So now what we need to do is take that off our fusing paper and just give it a little wash in the water to remove any fusing paper residue, and then we're going to glue a bail onto that. We've got a nice fancy little bail which we'll glue on and turn that into a finished pendant. So always be careful with your fusing paper. You see how it just simply turns to dust. That dust contains ceramic particles, and it's really important not to put that into the air. You really don't want to be breathing that in. So always just be very gentle around there, and don't, whatever you do, try and blow it away. So we very carefully lift that from there. This piece is now completely cold, and you'll see that we've got quite a lot of fusing paper attached to the back there. Move that away, and I've got here a bowl of water which I'm then going to just dip that in and wash off. It was a good idea using the white as a background. It makes the heart stand out. It's nice and simple, and quite a lovely design. And obviously once we get our bail on there, our finished piece is going to look really quite stunning. So we'll turn that over. It's quite rough on the back there, which is a really good thing for helping the bail to stick. And we're using E6000 glue, which is recommended. It's an industrial strength glue and highly recommended for jewellery making. So we take the lid off there, and just with just on my piece of paper here, I'm just going to pop out a little daub of glue. Always make sure that you put the lid on straight away, because that glue starts drying in the nib of that tube very, very quickly. And I have here a wooden toothpick, and I just roll some of the E6000 onto the end of a toothpick, and we then similarly just simply roll it onto the end of that bail without moving it around and making a mess, because it does get very messy. So just a blob on there is all you need, and then we'll turn that over and make sure that we are putting it in the right place. Just carefully position it down there, give it a very, very light push with my fingers, and then we'll quickly turn it over and see whether we've got it centered correctly, which it does need a little bit of adjusting there to make it sit correctly. And then in an hour or two we can thread a pendant through that bail, and we can wear it. All the materials used in this project can be found on our website.